One greetings from the high 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans. This edition will be a new addition to Everyday Shenanigans alongside Crime Vault. With Crime Vault, I bring you true crime that has happened in the past, has a resolution, or a crime that was never solved. With this edition, Ask Beverly, you get to ask Beverly, my alter ego, for advice. Hot topics, trending topics, things happening in the news, breaking news, anything that has happened that you find baffling, crazy, you want to discuss it, such as with the Jussie Smollett case. Perfect example of what the fuck happened. But if you want to ask the queen advice, personal advice on something you need to do, something you need to take care of, you don't know which direction you're going in, feel free to ask me. I'll try to guide you along. Not saying that I'm perfect, but a lot of people like talking to me. A lot of people are always asking me about certain things in life. So I'll do my best to give you some sound advice. You entitled to take it, don't take it. It's just a suggestion. But this is a new extension of Everyday Shenanigans. Ask Beverly. This is an open panel discussion about any topic. If I feel like I can't discuss the topic, I will gladly tell you I can't discuss it. I don't have an opinion. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans via Ask Beverly. Hit the link if you have a topic you'd like to discuss or you want to ask the queen for advice about a said subject matter. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, Jackie. Hello, G. How are you all doing? 27 viewing. Slow run. So just look back at you all. 26 viewing. Thank you. Hello, darling. How are you? Hello, Michelle. How are you? Happy Saturday to all of you. Tomorrow's the first day of spring. Hope you all are out taking care of your grown folks' business and or enjoying your weekend. God bless all of you. Hello, Marion. How are you? This is Ask Beverly. Ask Beverly for some advice. You want to talk about a certain topic, something you're going through, something you saw in the news, heard in the news, cases I've discussed on the network. Feel free to hit the link and I'll try to oblige you. Thank you. Say, oh, well. $35 viewing. Hello, everybody. A lot of things I'm hearing in the YouTube queue pertaining to shenanigans out of Hollerville. That place just doesn't seem to stay quiet. Sad, you can't get any information. Pathetic. Pathetic is more than sad. About a child missing, and everything's about everything else besides the child. I've never seen anything like it. It's very, very disturbing. And as most of you know, Billy Ray Turner is standing trial for the murder of Lorenzen Wright. He was an NBA star out of Memphis, Tennessee, and he's on trial. I'd like to hear some people's opinions about this said trial. Do you believe that Mr. Billy Ray killed him? Was there somebody else alongside, such as the cousin of Cheryl Wright? He's the star witness testifying. They're day 5 today with the trial. Do you believe that the cousin also helped kill Lorenzen Wright? I'd like to hear somebody's opinion on that subject matter. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, nobody has anything they want to say to the queen. Bet if I put a telephone number up here, I bet they called in. Believe that. Put an email up there, they send numerous messages. Put a telephone number, they'd be calling, texting, leaving nasty messages. I know how the game goes. Let me drop a telephone number down here and see how quick the telephone rings. Hello, Mary. Thank you, sweetheart. Well, 46 viewing. You all doing a lot of talking in the chat. You do a lot of talking on this and that. You got something to say on the post. Hello, Trucker. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Everybody's got something to say here and there, but never want to talk on the panel. It's very strange. Very strange to me. I'm not answering any questions in the chat. That's what the link is for. That defeats the purpose of me having an open discussion and drop the link. Okay, Outlaw. Well, would you like to hit the link, Trucker, and tell us what's been going on with you? This is an open discussion about various topics. Ask Beverly a personal question about yourself, the world, hot topics, okay? But I'm not getting ready to, I don't want to just read comments. I've told you all how I feel about that. I don't want to just sit and quit back for hours in the chat. It's not to be rude, but as I've told you all, I'm having voice issues, so that is what the panel is for. So you can get up on the panel and give your opinion about what it is that you are concerned about. Morning, me. What do you mean the link's not working? Let's see. Oh, I left the letter out. Sorry. I don't know why I do this every time. DVY. DVYJ. Sorry about that, sweetheart. Okay, hold on a minute. Me and these links don't agree with each other. Because one, I don't put my glasses on. I try to give my eyes a rest. I'm so sick of using cell phones, I don't know what to do. Hello, everybody in the chat. Ask Beverly. Hit the link if you got something you want to ask me about. Personal life, hot topics, things that's trending right now in America and abroad. Cases I've discovered, talked about, discussed. Hit the link. Thank you for joining me. I guess this will be a quiet live. Well, so long as you're talking about a bunch of junk out of East Tennessee, that seems to be the only thing you all are concerned about. I've never seen anything like it. I want to talk about crazy people out of Hollerville. You don't want to talk about anything else but that. Strange. Very strange to me. I'm just looking. Well, hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Sue. Well, I'll start off. Lord have mercy. Well, Anna, you're on YouTube, so you're in chats where people talk about a bunch of junk and nonsense. That should be very stressful, unless you can block it out. I don't know. But congratulations on your sobriety. Hope everything works out in your favor. I posted something to the community post pertaining to a woman who is now in her 60s, who's had 2 children. And I find it very interesting. Women having babies after the age of 50. Now, I posted originally a woman, African-American woman, she and her husband have a small infant, girl child. I believe, I don't know if they're out of Atlanta or not. But anyway, they're a trending topic that's on at the moment. She's 51 and I think he's 62, and they have never had children before. They've tried. I posted 2 videos that give, a brief synopsis of their situation, of them having children, having a child. So that's a very interesting subject matter. Oh, thank you, Crown. Thank you so much. Joy, really? Come on now. Anyway, how do you feel about women over 50 having children? We know that a lot of men can still produce children at a later age. Some women, their productive organs stop functioning in their 40s. And on my community posts, I posted a situation of a Black woman and Black man who've had a child late in life. And also there's commentary pertaining to an elderly couple out of the UK who have 2 small children. They both, I'm assuming this is their second marriage, they wanted a child with each other. And you would think, wow, are you not pleased with the children that you already have? Why would you want to make a child late in life? So she went through 2 procedures to have the 2 children that she has. So that's the sad information. All right. Sure taking you a mighty long time. 69 people. Nobody wants to hit the link. Nobody has anything they want to ask Miss Beverly? You don't want to talk about anything personal going on in your life or anything that's concerning you in the country? Any hot topics I've discussed on the network? I've talked about several hot topics this week. I've posted hot topics to my community posts. Nobody has anything they want to say. But I bet if I drop the telephone number down here, you'd call it. I'm just saying. If I drop the phone number right now, somebody would dial the number. Put an email down here. You'd send an email. But the link is dropping. Nobody likes to hit the link to talk about anything. I don't understand it. Strange. Well, damn, Joy, put your teeth in then. Well, what's the point? I don't understand the comment. Make the queen understand. As I said, Billy Ray Turner standing trial in Memphis, Tennessee for the murder of Lorenzen Wright. Is he the only one that did the shooting? Did the cousin of Cheryl Wright, did he also shoot Lorenzen Wright to death? It is being said in court that 2 guns were used allegedly and he shot the man. Two guns, that makes no sense. I can't see somebody taking 2 guns. It doesn't take 2 guns to kill anybody. I don't know exactly how many bullets are in a gun or was used, but I don't see anybody needing 2 guns. That leads me to believe there were 2 other people there that shot the man. I do believe he was shot multiple times. Well, somebody in the chat believes in having children at a younger age. Okay. I'm starting to question why I do this. I really am. Starting to question my intentions. If you'd like to give your opinion, this is an open discussion about various topics. There's no specific topic off limits unless I decide to not give an opinion. There's a link. You feel free to hit the link. Wow. Mercy. Strange phenomenon. Never seen anything like it. What I'm curious about is, what do you all do all day when you're not on YouTube? Chatting in the chat. I'm curious. Do you work? Are you married? What do you do? I'm just curious. What do you all do all day? It's a Saturday. You're in a chat, chatting with a link that you don't like to hit. So I'd like to know, what do you all do all fucking day? What do you all do all through the week? What do you do? I'm curious. What does a personality have to do with giving a comment? Giving a comment that makes no sense. What you're saying, Joy? Come on with all this now. I don't have time for this because what you're saying makes no sense. You want me to believe you never talk to anybody ever with your teeth in? Okay. Jesus Christ. Damn. You all make shit so difficult. Hello, trucker. Hello, trucker. I can't get no sound. Rand, are you here?
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm all right.
You don't sound very happy today. I'm sorry.
Because this shit is irritating.
Yes, I know. But you do such a great job.
Y'all keep asking, but I'm tired.
But you do a great job.
But people don't get. I have other things to do. I have a life.
Right.
I have health things going on. I have a life. And I have better things to do than sit up here and look back at a computer screen. This shit is daunting. The things I have to do to get ready to prepare. And all you want to do is just type. So that's why I'm asking the chat. What do you all do all fucking day and week? That you could just sit and talk endlessly in the chat. You cry and moan. Oh, when you going live? Oh, when you going live? Oh, I got something I want to say. Oh, I got something I want to send you. For what? What is the point? Help me understand. I'm confused. Would you like to ask Beverly something, ma'am? Hello?
I can't hear you. What?
Would you like to ask Beverly? That's the title of the video, Ask Beverly.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't see Beverly. Are you Beverly? Because I didn't catch the very beginning. Who is Beverly? I don't think my phone is working here. Come on. I'm going to see if this works. Can you hear me?
Do you have a question that you would like to ask Beverly? Or do you have a topic that you would like to give a commentary on?
I just would like to touch, excuse me, but my phone, I have an older phone. It cut out on me. I just want to touch on this whole Jose Summer Wells thing very quickly, and then I'm out of here.
Should have known that.
Well, I just want to say I can't believe
y'all write a story down. I ain't lying. Anybody talk? You got something to say about it. Go ahead. What do you have to tell me about Jose? What do you want to let the world know about what Jose has to say?
I'm out, but thank you very much. You have a really great day today, everybody in chat.
I can't have a great day. I'm trying.
All right, bye.
I can have anger about any fucking thing I want to have anger about. I'm a fucking human being. Unlike some of you motherfucking robots out there. I'm not a robot. Sorry. I don't have a wind up piece in the back of my back. Hello.
Hello, hon. This is my first time, so let me know if...
I can hear you fine. Where are you calling from, Blue and Gold?
I'm calling from West Virginia.
Okay.
And I think you've hit on a topic that I can finally talk about today.
Wow, I'm rude. Yeah, bitch, I am rude. You don't like it? Get out. This is my show. I run shit the way I want to run it. You people complain endlessly about people going live. You got something to say. You got something to say. So a person's giving you the opportunity to say something. I'm not just going to sit here for hours and stare back at a computer screen. And I'm not going to sit here and talk endlessly to questions. That's the purpose of the link, to give you an opportunity to speak. How the fuck is that rude? You understand what I'm saying? This is my shit. You want to go chat somewhere endlessly and type? That is your prerogative. But I'm not going to sit here and go for hours answering thousands of questions in a chat. That's the purpose of the link. I don't understand why nobody can understand that. These motherfuckers are crazy. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you struggling to try to get people to come up. And, you know, it's hard to set up and go online. If it was easy, then I'd have a channel. You know, I can understand your frustration.
Yeah, see what they don't understand is I do my homework. I'm not a YouTuber that just gets up and go live in pajamas and, you know, eye crust and just talk randomly about nothing. I do research when I go live. So if I decide I want to drop the link for you to give your commentary, out of respect, somebody should want to hit the link to give their commentary. You can't expect me to sit up here and read commentary to you, play you audio, because I don't play anything on the computer. And then you want me to sit here and talk for fucking 3-4 hours. Why would I want to sit here and talk for 3 or 4 hours when I have a StreamYard, which gives you the option, you understand what I'm saying, to give your opinion?
I do.
That defeats the purpose of the StreamYard.
I hear you.
What would you like to talk about, Blue and Gold?
Okay. I have a question for you. How do you feel about the older ladies having babies?
Well, I will speak from a personal opinion.
Okay. And then
I would not want, I don't see the point in having children late in life, only because you are older and you have to count the logistics of being alive on top of the dirt. You don't know if you'll get sick. You don't know if you'll get hurt. You don't know if you'll be incapacitated, which of course, all those things can happen to you, even if you're a young person. But your odds are greater as you age. I mean, I think most people know that. So as you get older, you're going to get a little more aches and pains. You're going to get, there's a chance that you could have a debilitating disease that you don't know about. Do you really want to be in the midst of having a 5-6-year-old and find out you've got cancer? Now you're going through chemo, or you find out you got fibromyalgia or some type of rheumatoid arthritis to where your movement is limited. Now you can't engage with your child. You understand what I'm saying? At a point when a child needs to be active. And children, once they begin to walk, their parents need to be active to keep up with them. But if you choose to have a child at 45, 50, 60, that's your prerogative. Queen doesn't really care. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person. I'm going to be sitting up here worrying about a 55-year-old woman having a kid. But I personally would not want to be older, only because I know that even if I'm in good shape, I'm in good health, I do know there's a chance that something could go bump in the night. And how am I going to be able to engage with a baby, a toddler, take my child out to the park, amusement parks, functions, keep up with homework? Is my mind going to be functioning to do homework? Those are a lot of things you have to think about. Okay, next situation. If something happens to me, my spouse, boyfriend, and however it's set up, are they going to be, you know what I mean? Also able to take care of the child? Because let's say we're talking about two elderly people trying to take care of a child. How's this going to work? Because you have to think about that. And also leaving your child in the care of somebody in case something happens to you, you get sick. Let's say one person dies. I got a 61-year-old husband, girlfriend, whatever, wife. One of us gets sick, one of us dies. What if the next one dies 5 years later and we now got a 7-year-old? Who's going to be left to take care of my child? Do I have somebody responsible that I can say, hey, if something happens to me, can you take care of my kid? Who wants to be taking care of a kid and they're 50, 60 years old? See where I'm going?
Yes. And everything
responsible to take care of my kid. That's all.
Everything that you just said, I have had to think about.
Why? Why is that?
Okay. Because I had my first child, a son, when I was 22 years old. At 44, I got remarried and I had a daughter. So there's like a 21-year age gap between my children. Now there is a big difference between 44 and 55, say. I mean, but I'm not going to say it's easy, but I actually consider myself a better mother now, more patient, more grounded than I was when I was 22.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a different makeup as far as, my partner goes, because at 22, I was married to a bad boy who abandoned us,
Oh, wow.
and I had to do it by myself. But,
Right.
when I got remarried, he's younger also. That's another, I mean, we're both not old. He's more than 10 years younger than me. He had never had any children. And well, anyway, long story short,
Well, how old are you, Blue and Gold? May I ask how old you are?
right now, 54.
Okay.
She's
How old is your youngest child, ma'am?
10.
So you had a child at 44, right? Going into the, okay. So
Yeah.
let me ask you something. Were you mentally and physically stable at the time that you conceived your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you want the child at the time?
Yes.
Are you happy right now with the child?
Yes, very.
Okay.
Very. And I mean, and let me tell you, my parents my mother was 36 and my father was 44 when they had me.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
They had 3 teenagers, and I was tight with my dad.
Okay.
He's passed away, but he was, my dad, he was there. And my mother, I'm 55, honey, she lives 2 doors down. She's 90 years old. She's still living by herself.
Yeah.
So I mean, and my husband, and I want to tell you this before they're getting ready to crash in the house here
Okay.
shortly, but his mother passed away. She was like 43 years old. He was only 23, and she had cancer. So, and within 6 months she was dead.
Okay.
So, it's kind of like, here I am, 55, my mother's 90, she's still there, but here he is,
Mm.
at 23.
So your mother had you late.
Yeah, they had me late. They did.
So let me ask you something. How was your mother raising you, having you at late in age? How did your mother interact with you? Do you think your mother did a good job with you as a child growing up, her having you so late in life?
Well, I think she did. She did. I mean, there was some other problems going on in the house.
Yeah.
But a strong woman who took care of me. My dad, he was self-employed. He hard labor. He was an auto body repairman. I mean, like I said, there was other problems, but she did. I feel, I don't feel shortchanged in any way as far as my parents went, that they were older.
So let me ask you something. I was trying to think of what I was going to ask.
Hello, my friend Queen.
Hello, Marianne. How are you? It'll come back to me. Marianne, okay. What would you like to ask Beverly?
The problem I have with having children when you're older is the risk of having a child who's autistic. And that's something.
Oh yeah, because that has been known that the older you are having a child, the mother usually, I don't know if it's a mother gene or not, but that there could be developmental issues. That's a very good point. I didn't mention that because it didn't cross my mind at the time. Thank you for mentioning that. That is so true.
Yes, my grandmother had 10 kids and my mother had 10 kids, and I thought it was
Marianne, you sound so familiar.
You know who I am. This is my real name.
Okay, go ahead and finish.
So anyway, grandmother had 10, mother had 10. I thought it was a curse. I said, if I ever start, I won't be able to stop till I have 10 children.
Right.
But I only had one. And I had mine at 20, and I would have wished now, knowing what I know, that I would have waited.
Yeah.
I think around 27, 28 is around the perfect age to have
Yes,
a
I do
child.
believe. I concur. Near 30 is a wonderful age to bear children, because perhaps if you are mature, you're working, you're doing something with your life. Maybe perhaps you're more grounded. I don't think anybody in their early 20s, this is how I feel about this. I don't think anybody in their early 20s should be serious in a relationship. I don't think you should be bearing children, because your mind changes from teenage to early 20s to 28 to so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can say they still think the way they did from 45 to 25.
And you get your career going or whatever job you're at, you do mature, you get more patience, which you don't have much of when you're young at all. I tell you, I did not have a lot of patience with my son. Many things I look back on and I say, why did I act that way? Why? He was just a little boy. What was wrong with me? Well, it's just the fact that you're young, and when you're older, there's no way at 50, 55.
Excuse me, GB. Why are you disputing what she said about autism? It's Down syndrome, not autism. You can't say that. Are you a doctor?
There's risks.
No, I want to know, how does she know a difference between autism and Down syndrome? Did they change the terminology of a Down syndrome child?
No, Down syndrome is like the main one.
Not the same. Down syndrome, I know damn well, and I'm not no expert. I know damn well it's not the same as being autistic.
No, I didn't say the same. I said it's the
not you. No, I'm addressing somebody in the chat. Sorry, I'm addressing a comment in the chat.
Okay.
I don't believe Down syndrome and autistic are the same.
You're right.
I know they're not the same. Do I need to go Google it?
Let's just say there's a chance when you're older of developmental problems with the child. Many.
Yes, it is. The doctors will tell you that. It's not gossip. It's not gossip. It's not he said, she said. It's a proven fact.
My mother had her last child at 42, and thank God, we all turned out okay. Well, except that last one. That you have all the eggs you're going to have in life when you're born. I don't know if everybody knows that, but a girl child is born with every egg she will ever have in life when she's born. So what I say about my rotten little sister, the youngest, is that she was just a bad egg. Mother had her so late in life. That egg was rotten. But
you people, I've never seen people like to argue anything.
Yes, they do.
They can't never talk about me. Nobody can ever talk about me as a hostess being rude. Some of the shit you all say in the chat is just always combative. Everything's an argument. And then when you call somebody out on it, then it's, oh, she's so rude. Anything else you all like to mention? You don't have to explain. I'm getting ready to start doing everybody just the way I do people in life.
Do you have any children?
I'm just done. One son.
Do you have any children?
Who you asking, blue and gold?
You queen.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I wish I'd have had him older, but no, I can't. 50.
Let me do this. And it's not to be stereotypical, but a lot of African Americans have their children young. Not all, but some, maybe a high percentage. And a lot of people probably like it that way, only because, as I said, you can enjoy yourself as you get older. You understand what I'm saying? As you get in your 40s, you can enjoy yourself unless you end up becoming a granny that keeps the damn kids. Right. But there is a flip of the coin in having the kids young. You can enjoy yourself by the time you're in your 40s because your kids are grown. The flip side is, okay, you have your children late, like 40, older. You have to think about, as I said, the worst case scenario as far as health, somebody stepping up in case something happens to you. Because that is something
you don't want to leave a child out there to be taken care of.
Huh?
And you don't want to leave your child out there to be taken care of, and you're not able to do it anymore because you're too old, or you.
See, that's what I'm saying. As you get older, you have to think about the possibility of something happening to you. Who will take care of your child? You do not want a child just out here and you're praying that somebody's going to step up and take care of your child. Because just imagine, let's say you're 55, 56, 40, it's all the same. You don't have a lot of friends, family, anybody you would trust to take care of your child. You get knocked up, pregnant, blah, 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 plan the pregnancy, however you want to word it. And then something happens to you 2-3 years down the road. You get cancer, you get sick, you die, have a heart attack. Okay, who's going to take care of that child that you've left behind? Because perhaps everybody's near your age. They don't want a kid. And that is their right. You know, we'll judge a person and say, why wouldn't you take your sister's brother's child in? Because they needed a place. So you see where there's a flip of the coin? Because the people will get judged if they didn't step in. Oh my God, their child is left alone. The mom's dead, sick, had to go to nursing home, whatever. That's the expected thing, is that you step up and you would step in and take care of the kid. But what if the person just don't want a kid? It ain't that they, you know, it's like you know you would be judged if you didn't step up and take care of your sister's kid, your brother's kid, cousin's kid. You understand what I'm saying?
What if you're an only child? Your mother and father dead. You don't have any
brothers. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why you should think about those things and having children. Even if you're young and you're only child, you're not close with your family. You all had some strife. You go out here and make children. You got to be able to go somewhere at some point and not take your kid. Who's going to keep your kid? Who's going to babysit your kid? This is even when you're healthy. This is even when you're healthy. Because a lot of people don't have family when they have children. And that's a dangerous game, because it's not nobody's responsibility. Take care of your kid. But we live in a real world where there's going to be a time when you need somebody to keep your kid. Who can you call? You ain't got nobody to call to keep your kid but a stranger.
It's dangerous for you too. It's dangerous.
It is. It is.
For you to have a child at that age, you could die giving birth. And then, you know, but the thing, you know, Nancy Grace, she had her twins. You know, she didn't have any kids. She had her twins when she was 50. But look, the woman had lots of money. She has a husband that loves her. If something had happened to her and he had money, they would have done just fine. Those kids would have. But when you don't have money, that's another issue. You know, it's hard to take care.
Their mom can't stand keeping her kids. She will do it, but she's definitely not into it. Jenny, hit the link. Tell us your story, because that's my point. People get to a certain age, they're free, they've raised their children, they want to live, they want to go places, they have that right. And that's another thing young people don't understand. You can't expect your parents to just be an in-house babysitter. They have the right to roam the earth. They've raised you already. So you see, that's the flip of that. I don't want to keep your kid. Love your kid, love your kid, but I want to live.
And I don't want to raise if I had grandkids, I would want to raise my grandkids. I've done raised my child. I've done that, been there. It's over with. It's been over with a long time. And at this age, I love my freedom. I love going where I want, when I want, not telling nobody, get in the truck, and I'm out of here. You know, and I don't have any responsibility except me. And I wouldn't want that responsibility again. I mean, it doesn't matter what age they're at. Till your child is about 30 years old, you worry constantly about them, you know, because 30 is about when they get some common sense in their brains, you know, and you want to be 70 years old before they're 30? No,
and see, that's my thing. You want to be able to enjoy your children.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying that a 50-year-old can't enjoy a child, but you don't know what shape you're going to be in. But as I said, I don't ride this ride of telling somebody what to do, not to do. You're grown. That's just something I don't do. I don't watch people. That's something I don't do. I don't watch who's doing what. If you will get high, drunk, you want to have a kid at 60, that's your damn business. But you have to be logical that if you're 60, 50, your constituents are the same age. And 9 times out of 10, they don't want to raise your kid.
And I loved having enough energy to run with my kid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 60 years, like the black lady I posted to the board. 51, well, she already said it's a lot of work having an infant, you know, a lot of sleepless nights, but she wouldn't change it for the world. The husband said the same thing. He's 61. He loves 62. He loves looking at the baby. He says, I can't believe I created this child. But who's to say 2-3 years from now, he's 65, he ain't feeling too good. Ain't no getting up, taking the baby to the park because he ain't feeling too good. See where I'm going?
You better make plans.
Now it's all on the mother. And flip the coin. Could be the mother. She could take sick tomorrow, 2 years from now. Will the 62-year-old be able to do it all? without the money.
Maria, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Marianne and Queen? How are you?
Hello, Marie. Where are you calling me from?
Memphis.
Woo! Mama's home. Thank you. Come on with it. What you going to ask Beverly?
I don't know. You know what? I tried to. I follow you all the time, quite often, and I was a little shy yesterday, but I figured I would come up today. I don't know who Beverly is. Usually,
I'm Beverly.
No, really.
Y'all obviously don't follow the queen.
I do.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time since Beverly reared her head. On occasion, she do rear her head, but she doesn't call herself out. So today, it's Beverly.
I love it, and this is the day I chose to come on. You know, I did follow. I covered that. I've been in the true crime community, unfortunately, for a long time, and a little bit of drama when it went into crime. And I follow true crime, but I don't usually do true crime. But I did update and post on poor little Kennedy Hoyle and Danielle. I don't know if you heard about that in Memphis. Oh. It was really bad, and it was so sad. And that was like my one time I went into true crime, and then it did not end.
So, Marie, what are you saying? You have a channel, Marie?
I have a very small channel, but you don't need to mention it. I usually do.
I'm not mentioning. I just asked the question.
Yes, that's fine. But I wonder.
Well, what is it that you want to ask Beverly?
How did you get into doing your channel? What made you decide to do your channel?
Well, I had somebody that was close to me that said, well, I know you want to be an actress, and while you're trying to decide what to do with that career, why don't you try YouTube? So a few years ago, one summer, I just uploaded content, talked into a cell phone. Here I am.
I think you've done a damn good job.
Yeah, it has its moments. I mean, I think a lot of people can't take to me because they want somebody to sugarcoat stuff. That's not who I am.
And I respect that.
I'm not getting ready to, put on a clean diaper on a dirty ass.
I love her for that.
You understand what I'm saying?
No,
you want somebody, a lot of these people want somebody to sugarcoat everything. Right. Sugarcoat that the day's beautiful when it's a fucking blizzard outside. You want somebody to be happy 24 hours a day when we already know that's impossible. You want me to say, yeah, I believe that Susie Mae didn't bury her child, didn't kill her child, because somehow you empathize with her. But that's your opinion. It's not mine.
I think you tell it. I think you say that things that other people.
I know I tell it because a lot of people tell me that. I wouldn't say that, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
But this is what I tell people. There's a time and place for everything. This is a public platform. So, yeah, I can really say what I want to say. You don't have to like it. You don't have to tune in. But it is a public platform. But in real life, no, you cannot just go around throwing laundry baskets on people's property, standing outside of people's driveways because you feel like you're entitled to. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
telling somebody they stink in aisle 4. See where I'm going?
No,
but you're entitled to your opinion.
Right. I've watched it all since probably the Watts case. I've seen it all. And there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's sad to me because I could be a serious channel where I just did what I did before. No lives. I read you the commentary from the news and then I give you my opinion. But I dropped the link so you can talk, interact, and that's when all types of things come out, during the lives or whatever. But sometimes I think I should go back to that, to just giving straight commentary. But it's a known fact that when you're trying to build a channel, you get more views when you go live, and then people see you in the queue. Then there's a recommendation in your video when somebody's watching another channel. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
It'll even say, if you're watching Everyday Shenanigans right now, it'll say other people watch this channel, that channel. That's what YouTube does. It's like they're tooting your horn. But it's a flip of the coin because there's days, like I said today, coming up, trying to get started. Like, I feel like when I first started, I should have been at 111 viewers already. I'm tooting my own horn. I have every right to. But it's a slow roll. because all they want to do is chat. Nobody wants to hit the link, but you're steady asking for emails and how can I contact you? And I'm giving you the opportunity of a lifetime to get up and say something, and they won't even do it. So it's like, what do you want from me?
I think there's some people are, I've been on a couple panels before, and that's about it. I think people are a little shy because, it's basically.
Yeah, but think about this. You're typing endlessly. Your fingers are going to be arthritic from typing. You're going back and forth. Hey, at Susie. Hey, at Dick. I didn't like that. He shouldn't have done that. Oh, no, she's in the well. Oh, no, she's in the sky. Oh, no, she's up there with the unicorns.
You're right.
You're like you're a psychopath. You can't sit here and tell me that's normal behavior to just keep typing as long as the fucking live is going. And then somebody's offering you an opportunity to hit the link. You don't even have to show yourself. You all are showing yourselves now. And yet,
I know.
I'm shy.
I even brushed
I don't have my teeth in my
Beverly.
mouth. Oh my God, the pot's boiling over. Pookie's over here. I got the baby. The dog's barking. Huh? But
Yeah.
your house is on fire, but you're typing in Everyday Shenanigans chat.
Yeah, I love you.
Come on now.
You're absolutely hilarious.
That makes no sense.
I love your commentary. I watch a lot. I watch them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But people who know me, who are used to me, they know I call a spade a spade.
And that's why I watch you.
Mommy, I smell smoke. Oh, go back to bed. I mean, Everyday Shenanigans. No, I'm gonna show you how some of you look right now. Mommy, I'm hungry. Not now. Dog barking. The dog has shoot his paw off. Yeah, Beverly, he did. No, he didn't, girl. Ooh, let me tell you what they said on his channel. Did you see what Jose said? Oh my God, I can't believe they came out. Your house is burning to the ground. You're still there type.
That damn Pookie and Ray Ray aren't doing it right, are they?
Oh, Jussie Smollett, can you believe it? He's flying. The stove's on fire. Your stove is gone.
That's me, really.
I'm just going to show you how you all look right now in the chat.
I can't type fast.
Can we have sex tonight? Angela will be on tomorrow. No, I gotta put this in.
I can't even type.
I wish, I'm deceased.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. It's about right too, because, well, let's face it, some of us are a little bit older, and I don't, I heard you talking earlier about, what are y'all doing on a Saturday afternoon? I'm retired. All my kids are grown. My grandbaby's over a few blocks away. I don't got nothing going on. So
what? Why not?
What?
Why you ain't got nothing going on, Marie?
That's a good question. I ain't got nothing.
Hey, this 51-year-old, I hangs like a 20-year-old, baby. You hear me?
Yeah, I did that back in my 50s.
My knees hurt. Let me tell you something. Queen is barely walking. You all really don't know that. I can barely walk. I threw my other left knee out in the bathroom with some fucking little heels on, raised up, and that whole left leg said, "Bye, Felicia." No. And I tiptoed outside last week with my good little new boots on. My knees are crying. I wore some flats last night with a little bit of heel. They're like some new sandals I bought. My knees said, "Thank you." Oh, thank you for not putting any heels on there.
Do you think it's the weather change? Because my aunt
ain't no weather. I'm fat. Ain't got nothing to do with the day.
Add 15 years. Add 15 years.
There's no cartilage left. My knees said, "Big girl, stop eating."
Oh, but it's so hard.
And I said, "Give me some more mac and cheese."
Girl, I can't fool with you, Mary.
Oh my goodness.
But what my point is, I'm not giving up. Knee pain. I have a lot of physical things such as, fibromyalgia. I have like triple stuff, fibromyalgia, carpal tunnel. I have arthritis, like really bad. Like literally people don't know I ache tremendously, sleep. I get up, I'm in pain, like all over. You never hear me talk about that. You understand what I'm saying? I never talk about that. I don't give up. I don't care. I'm going to walk and push forward no matter what. So that's why when you see me getting a little grumpy during the lives and stuff, because I'm asking you to do something, what I'm telling you is I'm giving you my best when I don't feel my fucking best. So show me some respect and give it back to me. Because I don't have to be up here. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand completely.
I
heard all the time, but I don't.
My body aches terrible every day I get up, and yet I still make the lives. I still try to respond to your comments, but there's days when my body is telling me you can't keep doing this, and I keep doing it. But yet they come in, oh, you're rude, you're so nasty. You don't even know what the fuck I got going on. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know nothing. Just like with my throat, I'm worried that it's not the big C. But I don't tell you that. So if I want to be grumpy today, let me have that.
You be grumpy.
Hell yeah. I was a little, well, I don't know. I'm not grumpy. I just, maybe a little grumpy. I'm just a little mad today, I guess. But
well, that's the point. You're not going to be happy every day. And that's what people don't understand when they come in with that, la-di-da. Oh my God, she's grumpy today. You don't even know. I could have just had a dog chew off my motherfucking big toe. Because I ain't tell you. Hey, I'm missing my toe, but I'm live. See where I'm going?
And you know what? People are so crazy. That's all people are addicted to the lives, I think.
Why? So let's go here. Since my own mom decided to get a fucking attitude because I didn't want to talk about a certain subject matter. I hear it all the time. Oh, so let's go there. We could talk about Smollett, Russia, Pookie, Ray, big boobs, little boobs. Jose, it's out there now. You motherfuckers want to cry and moan about this fucking topic? Go at it. Because I don't want to talk about
not
it.
Interested
because everybody wants to cry and moan about it. Like Jose, hey, did Jesus have a brother?
Oh my
He must have.
Right. Well, but I just wanted to, and you probably know, I don't need to tell you.
Queen, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Well, you made a great point, Marianne. I thought about everything you did in the live the other day, and you made great points, and that's why we're going to go ahead and talk about it, since somebody decided to come up on my live and get an attitude, because I really didn't want to go into that discussion. I made that clear during the live. When I first went live today, I said, you may mention a topic that I do not want to participate in. I will tell you that I don't have a comment. You can't get mad at me because just because I said it's an open discussion means I want to talk about everything you want to talk about. This is my show. If I don't want to talk about big boobs today, then I don't want to talk about it. I'll just say kindly, I prefer not to give a comment on that. But I didn't want to talk about Jose for the various reasons that Marianne made in her statement. Not to cut you off, Marie. Is that you sat your motherfucking ass up there for 6 months allegedly in the house with these raggedy ass people. So how were you a savior? I was listening to some dizzy bitch on her channel just now talking on and on and on about, Jose, and okay, he didn't do what he should have done. He stayed woo. Yeah, he wasn't a savior because you stayed there. Did you call CPS? Did you
No, he didn't do a damn thing. He didn't do nothing.
And that's the point.
Now he acts like he's, he's the best man in the world.
And why come out now? Then some other lady's channel, she's played some commentary that was very interesting. Oh, you gonna talk to Chris Madonna? Allegedly.
Queen.
Oh, Lord.
Queen, I got to ask you something. I recorded the end of that, and he must have had a little too much to drink, because he turns into a completely different person, using the N-word.
Mm-hmm. Who used the N-word?
Who?
Jose.
Who I recorded it.
It's coming up on my... I'm uploading one now, and then the next one, it's coming up. Not only does he use the N-word, he calls Candace the B word and says Andrew Hiltz should go down there and bust out what teeth she has left.
Why?
So that is your great man that they've all put up on a pedestal.
As I was playing somebody's commentary, who was playing their commentary, said allegedly he was drinking. It's from what was said on this person's channel I read today. He was drinking with H. So excuse me. So what would he be busting Candace's teeth out for?
What? I misunderstood your question. What?
Why would he want to be busting out? Why should the father bust out Candace's teeth? For what reason?
Because supposedly, Candace and H. I'm not going to go into it, but because
on this channel they said he told that he drank with the boy and Candace.
He's the one that came out and told it. Now he thinks, but I'm just saying he's promoting abuse against a woman by another man, yet he's complaining about Don's abuse toward her, but yet he wants another man to go down there and bust out what teeth she left. So he's degrading her because she's got some teeth issues, calling her the B word.
Did you not tell that person's network that you drank with the minor?
He told that network everything they needed to know.
Did he tell that network that he drank with a minor? That's all I'm asking.
That he drank with H? No, he didn't say. No.
Okay, this person's channel said he did. Somebody's channel.
He might as well. I probably did.
Okay, so then this person's not telling the truth then. That's all I'm asking. I don't know because I haven't watched the entire interview.
Look, I didn't listen to every word he said. I couldn't. 5.5 hours just a little damn too much.
Let's say allegedly. If allegedly he said that he drank with H, Candy, Pookie, whoever, you don't even need to be talking to nobody because you aided a minor in felonious behavior. So talking about Summer, Pookie, the brothers is irrelevant.
You understand? He's a layup.
Yeah,
he's a con man.
Her personality, what she liked to do, blah, blah, blah. I guess so. If you're there for 6 months, you can't tell us something about Summer that her parents didn't want to tell us because they don't give a fuck. That's why they're not telling us any damn thing.
I don't care nothing about what he says. All he does, he runs from one woman to another, laying up on them because he's got no job, no car, no life.
Brittany
uses women.
He is no different than the others. That's where I'm trying to take this conversation. Is that if you drank with a minor, you talking about Candace's house, her demeanor, smell, this means nothing to me because you laid your motherfucking ass up in there for 6 months. So if you was
that's what I said.
Children's welfare, you would have called CPS and the police and told them how the fuck they were living in there with Candace. You coming out now 9 months later because some motherfucker put a tutu on to chase your motherfucking ass. I said that. Come for the queen. I'm that bitch tonight. I'm that bitch.
That's exactly what I.
Why the fuck
exactly
you
what I
said about what? Oh, it was enlightening. Somebody in the chat telling that the other day. I'm looking at you like, what the fuck? You on heroin? Enlightening about what? You telling us stuff like somebody said, yeah, stuff we already knew about Candace. The only thing you didn't know is the child allegedly ran up and down the driveway and went and got lost on her own on several occasions. That's all you told us.
We already knew that. I mean, we knew everything he said.
No. We didn't know.
Damn
No, we didn't.
Another liar. He's just another liar, like they are. He's as guilty as they are because he didn't do a damn thing about it.
I'm trying to understand the mindset of a motherfucker going to look for him and chase him. Because in the end, you now got to try to figure out if whatever he's telling you is the truth about whatever happened at Ben Hill Circle. See, that's what I've been trying to tell everybody. You don't know what's the truth or not with these people. All these people are evilly yoked. Ain't y'all to figure that out?
Juicy Chica wants to know where I heard it.
I know, Brittany. I heard it. Going to be on somebody's show tonight. Okay.
I heard it on the first live that the channel did when he come out and talked. That's where I heard it. It's right after the 4-hour mark. You know, didn't get to listen. It took me 3 days to get through that damn interview. Look, but I did. I'm gonna. Hey,
Anna said it right. What's in it for Jose to be talking to everybody?
And
I think
why would you paid. Go ahead, Marie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Well, I think that if Jose is real, he is a false prophet. If he is not real, I'm leaning towards not real. I think he was paid off. I think it was fabricated, in my opinion.
What you're saying? That network paid him?
That's my humble opinion. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not a Don supporter. I want to say this straight out.
Somebody said turns up a feather. That's a good one.
But here's something to kind of, if we didn't know anything about any of these people, or we hadn't followed them for months, out of all of these people, Dawn seems to be the only one who was gainfully employed, possibly Allie. I'm just saying, it's interesting. Nobody else.
What's interesting?
Nobody else in this whole scenario of bullshit seems to have a job, except for Dawn, who got fired and now is in jail. And I'm not supporting John. I'm not supporting Dawn. I'm not, poor Dawn.
Yeah, John.
I'm just saying, who else has a job? I learned that Allie possibly works at Walmart. Nobody else has a job. Yet Jose's going to come on the World Wide Web and tell everybody how horrible Dawn is. I don't know. Does Jose work? Did he work? Is he taking care of his family? What's he doing with his? Is he married while he's sleeping with Allie? Wow. Everybody's made Jose into the second coming.
Well, my thing is, hell, did the network ask him, what do you do for a living? Where you live? What you got going on? Do you have children? Are you married? Engaged? See, I asked all them kind of questions.
You would have been a better interviewer. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because I ain't doing it to paint my lipstick and eyelashes to get no views and likes. Queen don't work like that.
Right. And I mean, I did not listen to the entire 5-hour grueling interview. I listened to it.
I guess not. Your house would have been on fire hour 5.
I know, right? Dog wouldn't have been fed. Nothing's going. I mean, it's too much. And I just don't understand why. I personally, if it's Jose, he's been coached or paid. If it's not Jose.
Well, he's coming on tonight because I guess somebody got wind that everybody's been complaining and talking about who he is and if he's real. So I guess the network said, well, you might want to come on because they don't think that you're the real person. You knew people was going to think that anyway. 9 months in, they have a right to assume that.
I mean, I thought that after the very first day.
Royal Highness says he has an upcoming court case in Utah, 3/22/22. For what, Royal Highness? You gonna put something in my chat? You better bring a receipt and put the real goods in there, baby.
That is a man that has the same name as him, but that is not him. That is not the same man. That's not the same Jose. I mean, there's probably a million Jose Romans in the world, and that is a guy that has that name, that has been incarcerated for SA, and he had but it's not him. The guy's much older. And I guess, hell, who knows who Jose is? We ain't none of us seen him. Could be anybody. I don't believe, but don't set yourself up as, a shining diamond on a hill when you're just as bad as the people you were living with, if not worse, because you're using losers. God.
I love it. That's about right.
And then what did you do when he already planned his escape to his next victim? That's what I call them, victims, the women that these men run around to and lay up on because they have gainful employment, a house, they're paying their bills, or their ex-husbands are helping pay their bills, or they're on welfare and food stamps, which that's fine. I got nothing against that. But that's who they'll go to. You don't see them working, but they'll lay up on a woman. They make it, this is their life story. This is all they do. They go from one woman to the next, laying up on them. That's their, it's like people have jobs. That's their job, to find a gullible woman to lay up on. And some women will move anything into their house. If it's got 2 legs and a third eye, that's what they're going to get.
I mean, it does kind of seem, I mean, this whole shit fest up on Ben Hill Road. I mean, there's more people. There was people in, there was people out. And all of a sudden, I mean, this Jose guy magically appears on a very small channel that's backed by a bigger person. I just find the whole thing, take it with a grain of salt, in my opinion.
What good is he going to do now? He didn't do no good while he was there. He didn't report the abuse. Did he? Did he do anything to say something?
The problem. That's
and
why.
What the hell did he do? You know, after he left there, and he had like 7 or 8 months. You know, did he call then when he was safe and he didn't have to worry about losing his bed? Did he call? Did he say anything that could have prevented her from disappearing on June 15th? And let's just face facts. The only people that are responsible for her disappearing are the parents and the grandmother, period. Mm-hmm. That's just my humble opinion.
Well, I want to know who he called a nigger.
They said, okay, the interviewer had mentioned Andrew Hiltz to him. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, let me just talk to Andrew. And he said, that's who.
Oh, I think I did hear that. I think I remember that.
Say that again,
but the thing is, does the fool not know he can have his whole channel taken down for that?
I don't understand. He used the word nigger in what context to whom? I don't understand what you're saying.
Like he would be talking to his friend.
Oh, what's up, my nigger?
He would be talking to his friend, and he said,
what's up, my nigga? That what you mean? Like, yo, my nigga, what's up?
Yeah, kind of like that, only, not exactly those words, but yeah. Okay. But the thing is, the interviewer, the content creator, didn't even, that was a live stream, but he could have deleted that before he posted that up for everybody else to see. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and take stuff out.
He didn't delete it?
For you. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm going to play some. Y'all keep talking. I'm going to drop the link. I need other people to come up to talk to Beverly. If you want to ask Beverly, which is Angela, the alter ego, for those who act like they're confused.
Yeah,
this is an open discussion. This is an open discussion about anything, everything, hot topics. If I decide to decline to comment, I will not comment. But hit the link if you want to give your opinion.
What I'm saying is that's against YouTube policy, first of all. Second of all, news reporters and news anchors and people in normal jobs, everyday jobs, have lost their jobs over saying that word. And why they think it's acceptable to have it on there. He could have beeped it. He could have bleeped it out.
Well, he did. But he's for everybody. Gay, black, all of that. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, she better not start smiling.
But most importantly, this is about summer.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hold on a minute, y'all. I'm gonna play something for you. I saw.
Different than my computer. My computer scans blind, but my freaking phone scans you blind.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was wondering about that. Hey, we had an interesting.
Why don't you show your face?
Well, okay, I got the hat on. I got that. Let me get my hat, Lord.
Listen very carefully to this if you haven't heard this, okay? They're not saying nothing.
Is that Ernie Shell?
You see me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, girl.
All right. So everybody in your chat better step back because I go by 2 different profiles.
Okay.
What?
Awesome. So she found out that I couldn't cook. And I'll tell you what, you talk about how damn mad I was. You did. You said, she called me out and she busted my ass. And I'm not going to lie on that.
I bet you can't fish either.
Oh, I can fish, girl. Oh, I can fish.
No, you can't fish.
I can fish.
You can't fish shit.
Are you crazy? I can fish good, girl. I'm a fisherman. Is your nails painted up?
No.
I started to say, Candace, why you ain't no cook. So she got me on I can't cook. What else did you say I couldn't do?
You can't drive.
Oh, I cannot drive. She beat me on that one too. She got me. She got me on that. I can't fish. I couldn't drive. And I'm just telling you right now, I don't even know what else. She said, I got you on a bunch of things. And she told me about this little bird that was on her shoulder telling her this shit. And I'm about ready to throw a rock and knock that bird off her shoulder if it keeps on running this mouth.
You can't handle it. That's why.
I know. You got me. You got me, girl. I told you, you was on it. And I can't crack an egg. Don't you spit that shit out. It's good for you.
I ain't sticking no Mountain Dew out.
Oh, I love Mountain Dew. Oh, I got a Mountain Dew somewhere here. How you doing? What are you up to?
Hey, I'm chilling.
Heard that.
I'm staying away from the drama town.
Is it Thursday?
It's Friday.
It's not Thursday or Friday. It's Friday. That is right. It's Friday. Buddy, I've been so freaking. I'm out of it these days. I'm out of it.
Well, you know, there might be a problem there, you know.
Don't you make fun of me.
I'm not going to make fun of you. That's the least I do to anybody is make fun of anybody. I don't like doing that.
Right.
But step back into reality, man. Come back to the real world.
I know. I have to come back. I am.
Man, I've seen a lot of videos of you, Bub.
I've seen a lot of videos of me too.
You running down the freeway and shit? What the fuck?
I know, it's bad. I'm
Why
bad.
the hell would someone do that?
I'm bad, girl. I'm bad. And I'm telling you, sometimes I just get, my mind just real bad, girl. Sometimes it just happens. I can't help it. It just gets out there and I just go.
Look, my mind gets real bad too. But I ain't going to run down the center of the United States in the middle of that intersection.
Wait a minute. I didn't run down no United States now.
The middle of that intersection was bad enough.
Well, it was pretty bad, wasn't it? I did.
It was pretty bad.
She got me, guys. She got me. She beat me to death today, buddy. She got me on my egg cooking, my cooking, and all that. What are you smoking? That's a long cigarette.
100?
Wow. I heard that. So let me ask you a question there. Why do you listen to this? What? Okay, well, okay. You got to tell me if I can ask it or not. Why do
you can ask it, but that don't mean I'm going to fucking answer it.
All right. Okay. So when you told me what happened with those damn cameras, I about spit I was drinking Mountain Dew, and I about spit that shit out. That was funny as hell. You know we got to laugh over that.
Hey, I can't help what the truth is.
I know you can't. And I'm glad you did that. That was a good thing to do. That was really a good thing to do.
I don't lie about anything, man. And if anybody wants me to call me a liar, they a damn fool.
Exactly. I know you're not a liar. You're a good person. You don't lie. I know that. But you know that's
got no reason to.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Was that real? Was there really dildos in your yard though? Sex toys?
Now would I play a game like that? Fuck yeah, there was.
I didn't know. See, I heard that Benny said that. I didn't know. And I promise you, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I wouldn't have wasted no toys like that.
Okay, look, I don't know who did that shit. But whoever the fuck did that was a sick son of a bitch.
I believe that. You know, I agree on that. You know, when that happened, I was in Pennsylvania, by the way.
Like I said, I don't know who did that. Everybody blamed you. Everybody blamed Benny. Everybody blamed everybody else. But where's the real culprit at?
Let me ask you a question. Who all was there? Who all was around the area when it happened?
Me and my mom was the only one there.
Okay. And now, which one took? Which camera system was up at that time? That was Benny's cameras, right?
There's a whole lot more cameras than Benny.
So I mean, that's when he had his cameras up, all right. Hold on 1 second. I gotta answer this. Yeah, my mama's calling me. Hold on 1 second.
You better answer your mama.
I know. Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix this shit. That's Benny calling you right there.
Oh, I know it is.
Listen to me. You know he's calling you.
Now, how does he know Benny calling her?
I know he's calling me. I know that.
I know he did.
This some sick shit up here.
And you're not. Listen, and you're not. You don't belong to nobody. You know that. You belong to yourself. You're your own woman, Candace, and I believe in you. Okay?
I always will be.
I know you will, but you're your own woman. You're your own woman.
And you know, for Benny to know that I was talking to you, I know you got me live.
Well, you know, you come up here, Goofy. You come up here on my panel.
But you a dumbass and didn't shut your panel up. That's how dumb you are.
Didn't want to go. You don't have to be live. I mean, I was on live and you come up on my panel.
You know, look,
let me tell you something. Candace,
let me tell you something right now.
You tell me. You tell me whatever you want.
At this point in time right now, I'm going to do what I got to do for me and my boys and my kids.
And I know that.
Fuck everybody else. I'm done with everybody.
You know, here's the thing right now, Candace. I know you don't know me. I know you don't.
If you talk, listen, if you talk shit about Benny, I'm going to hang up.
Well, you know, and you can hang up on me if you want to. And you know in your heart, you're better than that, Candace. That's all I'll say to you. You make your own decision up. You make your own decision, sweetie. You make your own decision.
I have my own heart, and I go with Jesus Christ, and I believe what Jesus Christ tells me to do.
Well, let me tell you right now.
The reason I come up on panel with you was because you cat people said that wasn't really me. That was the reason I come up on panel.
Well, look, it is you, and I know it's you. But here's the thing, too. You think Jesus Christ wants Benny controlling everything you do?
Oh, Lord, I'm bringing the Lord out to it. Lord,
okay, let me ask you this. Do you think Jesus Christ wants any of the YouTubers trying to control?
I don't want to control you.
Given point.
Look, I don't want to control you. I told you that. You got your own free will. You can shut off. You can shut it off right now, and I'll not say nothing bad about you. You know that. I've already gave you my word. You know. But Candace, let me just say this right here. Let me say this right here to you. There's a reason he's calling you right now. You know that. You know that in your heart.
I know he's calling me. I'm not mad that he's calling me. You know what?
Let me ask you a question, Candace. Just answer this question.
He's always been my friend. I will never neglect Benny because he's always been my friend.
Let me ask you a question. What has he done to help Summer? Name one thing.
There's been quite a few things, actually. I mean, he's come out and he's protected me, and he's done a whole lot of things that people don't realize and understand. Benny has been out and protected me.
I give you the opportunity to choose. I don't want none of this yet. I give you the opportunity to make your own mind up.
Look, I don't choose nobody. I choose Jesus Christ.
You just chose Benny over me.
No, I don't.
You said if I say anything bad about Benny, you did.
Yeah, because you know what?
You have a right to that.
I don't hate nobody. Look, I don't hate nobody. I have no racist feelings about anybody. Man, I love everybody equally. And if y'all got hard feelings against each other, that's y'all shit. That's not me, man.
I don't want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with him. I don't want nothing at all to do with him at all. But listen to this. You have a right to choose, okay? You remember that. You have a right to choose. You have a right to choose. One of my people right now, they're big fans of yours. They're huge fans of yours. Hold on 1 second. They want to say hello to you, okay? She wants to say hello to you.
And who is that?
They're not saying anything. Hold on. I have to turn that volume down.
As I always say, a woman never.
Because I'm not trying to hold nobody else's content. Let me unmute everybody. All right. I really had to be a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Careful where I tread with this, because this person's been on my panel. But one, I'm questioning, one, why did you come on my panel? And then now, what is the deal with you and Candace? Because she's already let it be known she's not going to stop dealing with that said person. And when you said you're choosing him over me, that's very disturbing. That's a very disturbing comment to me. And it is a sick comment when we know and seeing how this female has acted pertaining to her children and what she has not done to get her children back, and her behavior with Donald Wells and Boy H and so on and so forth. What I have to ask myself is, what is he gaining by trying to deal with her and talk to her? Then he goes on to say that he's got some people that's in his corner that want to talk to her, like her. Woo, woo, woo. You all don't even know Candace Bly. And what we've seen of Candace Bly is not good. See, I could try to separate her from Summer Wells, but I can't. And that's the gist of the story. I cannot separate her from Candace from Summer, because she is the bio donor and she's the one that spun the web on June 15, 2021. So I can't separate her. I can't separate her from the boys. I can't separate her from Boy H. I can't separate her from being on YouTube now since Donald Wells is incarcerated and all she does is talk. I don't engage in her conversation. I don't go to her channel. I don't give her a view. And as some people have said, and I'm going to say it, when you go to the channel and actually watch the content, you're promoting her and putting money in her pocket. And I will not put money in the pocket of a motherfucker that possibly killed their kid. That's who the queen is.
Amen.
And what I don't understand is why any of you all are out here trying to talk to her, conversate with her. What is it that you're trying to find out? She is never going to tell you what she did with Summer Wells. If that is your motive for trying to talk to her, engage with her, you should have figured that out by now. We're in month 9. She has not told you where the child is. Donald Wells has not told you where the child is. And you trying to befriend her, inbox, email, call, chat, messenger. You're not going to get the information. So once again, what is the motive for befriending Candace Bly?
There can only be one motive, and that they know she's not going to talk. She's never going to say if she did something with Summer or where Summer is. It's for views and clicks, and the cash apps that they throw up. It's disgusting. It's disgusting the way they talk to her as grown men talking to a possible murderer. I don't care. I can say that, in my opinion, she's a suspect in the case. And Ronnie Lawson, the TBI, says they have not ruled out foul play. What do you think that means? That means against the parents. Plain and simple.
See. Hello, Painted Black. How are you?
Well, that was quick.
Well, you know, it's probably Wi-Fi issues. Marie Davis, what do you have to say about the content I just played? Marie. I don't know what she said. Marie. Marie Davis.
Marie Davis. Marie, come in.
I don't worry. Marie, you're going to have to jump back on because you're not saying nothing. Go ahead, Marianne.
Do they really think that woman is going to tell them? Is that what it's about? They think that she's going to tell them where Summer is and then they can get the reward. I can't wrap my head around. I mean, he talks about her like a dog, and then she goes up on his channel, and then it's flirting.
What I was trying to understand when he came up on my channel 2-3 months ago, the motivation for, he was trying to tell me to get that certain person out the chat, that other person, predator bullshit. And so now here I am, I'm seeing you talking to her. So I'm trying to figure out what is the motivation behind talking to her. I really don't follow his content to know where he weighs on the situation, but this is a very disturbing bullshit because all this is bullshit, this Candace Blythe stuff. I don't understand why you all are so content on talking to these people who have possibly harmed a child, their children. Is something wrong with you? And then you cry and moan in the chat and on your channel about somebody judging you and this. Is something wrong with you? Bottom line, anybody that has aided these motherfuckers is something wrong with you. I'm going to say it because I don't got no shame. I don't got no shame. I don't hang with nobody like Candace Blythe. I'm not going to rock with nobody like Candace Blythe. It doesn't matter if the child was here and we could see her. Once I see that you don't keep your house up, your property nasty, we don't have anything in common. What we got to talk about? Because all I'm going to do is keep standing around here looking, wondering what the fuck's wrong with your yard. What's wrong with your house?
Hey,
where's your stove at? Hey, what you eating? Hey, you ain't feed your kids. A queen kicks at 100.
And what Jesus do you know, girl?
Painted black. Where you
yes,
calling
ma'am.
from?
Honey, Alabama. I can forget.
Thank you. Girl, I do this. Girl, look. Queen good today's Saturday. Shut your mouth. Thank you for the donation.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So kind of you, baby. What you got to say about anything? Ask Beverly whatever you want to ask her.
Okay, Beverly. I was going to bring it back to children and get off of the subject of the wells.
Oh, you don't want to talk about them. I understand. That's fine.
It's all nauseating minutes, lies, and till they come out with something new, like the police, the FBI, they're all liars. But I was going to ask about. I waited till I was 28 to have a child, but I was diagnosed with MS when I was 21. Mm-hmm. When I began my journey with multiple sclerosis, I had 2 really bad years, and then it seemed to have went away. Mm-hmm. And I just let myself pretend it had went away, and years go by, and I'm still doing good. And so I choose to have, I seek advice from my neurologist, all of my doctors, my general practitioner, everybody. They say yes. Okay, so I have my daughter, and then right before her third, exactly 1 month to the day before she turned 3, I had a major relapse that I've never recovered from. So she basically only remembers me with MS. Okay. But like I said, I was 28 when I gave birth to her. She is now 24, and I'm just going to give a shout out to her. In case she's watching, yay, girl, you're going to graduate in 7 weeks from college. So
that's wonderful.
I've raised a great kid, but I still have had unbearable guilt in my life. About a year after I was diagnosed, her dad got on drugs, the meth, the heroin, and became violent, and I packed up, and blessedly I had great parents, and they allowed us to move in with them. I was still active and able to walk. It wasn't affecting my walking. I just had a lot of fatigue and other issues. But now that years have gone by, 30, I have just recently turned 50. And I'm suffering from gastroparesis, which is a paralysis of the stomach and bowels that can occur with a lot of times with people with multiple sclerosis. And I've been in the hospital. in and out the last couple of weeks, and it's had me thinking a lot about me dying and her being so young.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was just wondering, like, I don't regret having my daughter because it kept me pushing all these years, and I still do. I mean, even though she lives her own life, she's not at home. As a matter of fact, she's 6 hours away from me now, and she's the only thing I've ever prayed for. I mean, honestly, I've had I had a Hodgkin's lymphoma. I don't mean to get up there. Everybody, woe is me, because just like you, and we all got stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I had Hodgkin's at 16, and then due to too much radiation, when I was like 36, I had to have a radical double mastectomy because I had so much radiation, it went to the bone on my breast. So I had a double mastectomy.
Hey, Val.
Hey, now.
Hey.
Hey, Val, how you doing?
Good. I'm at the gym. But I was listening in like the beginning of your show. I was by myself on the treadmill and I was cracking up.
Wait a second, Val. I'm gonna let Painted Black finish what she was saying. Painted Black.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, well, she may have had something more. I was just wondering, like, do you think it's do you think I'm because I mean I went into the choice thinking I was doing good, you know, health wise. But now that I'm getting older and she's getting older, I have a lot of guilt about what stressed, you know, leaving her dad because he's a drug addict, and like right now he's a 6 foot something man that only looks good around 210, and he's down to 130, looking like a skeleton, half dead. And
how old are you, Painted Black? Can you tell me how old you are?
I'm 50 now.
So what are you saying? You're worried that you're going to pass away and she won't have anybody? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, ma'am. And if you think it was selfish that I went ahead, you know, even though I went 6 years without any MS symptoms, and I said, yeah, my doctors agree, and I really wanted a child more than anything. I mean, it's the only I've never.
What are you saying? You want me to tell you what you did was wrong by having a child? Is that what you're saying?
No. Do you think it was selfish
to have a child?
Yeah.
I think it would only be selfish if perhaps you knew you were dying and had a baby and didn't have no family or no husband. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only if you were dying. You absolutely knew you were dying, and you had more than one opinion that you were dying, then I could see. And you didn't have friends and family, because that would be cruel to a child. So your child have to go, you know, be a ward of the state or whatever. But your child is grown now.
Yes.
So if you taught her right how to live, balance a checkbook, how to treat people, Christian, I don't know what your faith is, then you have to pray that she'll do the right thing.
Oh, she's amazing. Like, we do this thing where, like, if she knows if I need to vent about my MS, we say we're in friend mode.
Yeah. Your daughter like 20-something years old. How old is your daughter? 21?
24.
24. So 24, she's been in the world a little while.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And she doesn't even live at home anymore.
So what you should focus on is the here and the now.
Right.
Well,
God makes children painted black. God makes every child, and every child has purpose. They're here for a reason, regardless of us.
Well, that's what I feel like.
Your child was meant to be here, period.
She was, because I was, my birthday's October the 23rd, and I found out I had said the entire year, couple of years, me and my husband have been trying to conceive. Now, mind you, this was before he got on drugs. That if I wasn't pregnant by the time I turned 28, I was just going to not have any kids. 1 week to the day, the 16th of October, and I can remember because my sister's birthday's the 15th. So we know my mother was fertile in February, okay? So my younger sister's birthday was on the 15th. I woke up the morning of the 16th with some serious pains and went to the doctor, and I found out I was pregnant. Overjoyed, and it was exactly 1 week before my 28th birthday. So And I had been doing great up until then. And like I said, until she was 1 month before she turned 3, I was still doing great. And then I had a major relapse. Stress and things causes that because I ended up having to get a divorce because I'm not living with a crack addict and meth head, and he
So
was
you weren't
very
having health
abusive.
problems when you got pregnant. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, ma'am. I had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis,
Okay, I
but
see.
my doctors kept trying to tell me I had a benign type, which does exist. You can have one major flare up, and like I had like 2 years of solid. I was on meds and Medrol IVs, which is like more or less prednisone. But after that, everything was fine. I went to work. The only difference is I changed. Was in nursing school at 21 when I was diagnosed, and I got to where I couldn't write, hold a pencil. I was dragging a leg. So I went on and went to school and got my education in paralegal, something I knew I could do if I went into a wheelchair. And then I met her dad during this time, and I continued to approve, and we had fell in love. We dated for 3 years. We were married for 3 years before I had my daughter. And like I said, she was all I ever prayed for. I mean, even now, I've just recently, in the last couple of weeks, been just asking the Lord to take, because I believe EMS is part of Satan. People can think I'm crazy, but I just think it's evil beast that she likes to use humans as parasites. And I'm hoping one day when I do go, that I can be at the door with Jesus and I can look down and go, bye, bitch. And she'll be dropping into hell and I go in behind this door with Jesus and that'll be it. Yeah. Maybe that sounds insane, but that's my outlook.
Let me ask you something. Where are you today mentally, Painted Black?
Mentally, right now I'm having a lot of problems with the gastroparesis, so I get really sad and I'm depressed a lot. That's one reason I'm glad.
What are the symptoms? You got to explain to us if we don't know what you're saying. Well, what are the symptoms you're having right now?
Okay, gastroparesis, mine is caused from brain and spinal lesions, which is what sclerosis means. This is MS Awareness Month, Queen, so can I give a mini on MS Month? Okay. Multiple sclerosis means multiple scars. Sclerosis is scars. You can develop that takes up your brain and your spinal column. Some people do not have spinal lesions. I do. So it's a miracle that I still walk. I walk and everything. I have cog fog days like anybody, I would imagine, around, getting in her 50s where I just can't remember something. But the gastroparesis causes paralyzation of the stomach, so my stomach will not digest food.
Okay.
It will end up almost like fermenting, and then I start vomiting. And then because it also affects my intestinal tract, I'm not able to go potty regularly.
Okay.
And I can get impactions. And there are people, like I was in a chat one last night, and the lady said she had a friend that just died from it. And I thought, do you have to tell me that? Because mine's been going on for several months.
But did she know that's what you're going through? She didn't know that, did she?
Yes, I had to, because the channel creator, she knows, and she's let them know when I've been out of chat that when I've been in the hospital, and that's where I am right now. I'm having to do IVs because I get too dehydrated and I black out.
Right. Okay.
But I guess it's just scary because there's things I don't.
Well, I'm not in your shoes, so I can't really tell you how you should and should not feel because I don't want to do that. But what I will tell you, if you're a Christian, then you need to pray about it and make sure you are following whatever instructions the doctor is telling you to help with your situation. Whatever meds you're on, take your meds. Whatever procedures they recommend, get a second opinion if you want to, if you think but what you want to do is try to preserve your life. That's the advice I'm going to give you. You want to preserve your life because you're still here.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not going to tell you not to get down and not to get sad. I'm not going to tell you that because I'm not in your shoes. But what I'm going to tell you is to try, if you can, to focus on living?
Oh, I do, because one of my favorite things to do is to make people laugh. And maybe it's sad for people that can get out in the world, but no, I don't follow just anybody. But if I am in somebody's chat or listening or watching like I do yours, it's because you can give me joy.
Thank you.
I can be laying in the
outside?
hospital.
Are you able to walk outside?
Yes, if I take my IV poles, they're letting me walk out. Yeah, okay. They've been letting me walk in and out. And
I would go outside often as possible.
I have, because I've moved down here to the beach, girl. So I'm in Lower Alabama. I'm in LA.
So you want to take in the sun every day that God lets the sun come outside, and tell him, here's another day that I'm able to see the sun in the sky and hear the birds chirp. I may not be feeling my best, but go outside if you can. Oh,
I do.
I always go outside if you can.
Because, like I said, I love to laugh. I think laughter is the best. It's laughing in Satan's face.
Y'all need a little laughter.
Girl, when they was the other day, I was listening, and I couldn't come up, but you was asking for people to come up, and then I don't know what I did if I went. The nurse had helped me to the bathroom. I come back, you were gone. I was like, I guess nobody got up, and Queen said, bye.
You should have told me that you were in the hospital when you was in the chat. You should have told us, because we don't know. See, we don't know who's in the hospital, who's sick. This is the point why I keep trying to tell people in life, because I'm having a few little minor setbacks dealing with certain people. What they need to understand is that everybody has problems. I've had, crazy stuff happen to me recently, with vandalism of my car, worrying about my own health. And I feel like this. I don't have no reason to be worrying about another person. Why should I? Why should I be worried about you when I got my own problems? I got my own things, but I never talk about it on the channel. I never sit up and go on and on to somebody else how I felt today, that I didn't feel good today, that I was, sick as a dog the other day for no unknown reason. Do you understand what I'm saying? I dealt with it. And it's not saying that I want to deal with it by myself, but what options do I have? Do you understand what I'm saying? So the day that I'm able to get up and I feel good and I'm not, feeling sick or whatever, I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be here. And I know that I don't need to give the devil not 1 minute of my time.
Oh, that's what I tell him all the time. I have named my MS Mavis, and well, you know my real name, but I just I take the RE off the beginning, and you pronounce my name perfect. Nobody ever does it right. Anyway, I call Mavis, and I let Mavis know. When I went out today and somebody said, hey, you look good, they weren't looking at you, ho. They can't see you because you're invisible inside of me. You're a parasite. You belong to the devil. I belong to Jesus. We part ways. On the day I die, we part ways, sister. You back with your daddy Satan, and I'm going to be with the Lord.
That is the whole point, that it's just flesh. That's all it is.
Correct.
And you can't hold on to it. That's why they tell you about your youth, all that. You can pluck and tuck and pull, but in the end, boo-boo, you gonna leave here. And you ain't taking your Botox, your wrinkles, your deflated, inflated tail. You ain't taking none of that. Because in the end, you going to lay 6 feet down, and ain't none of that going to matter about hair, no hair, good wig, old wig, eyelashes, no eyelashes, eyebrows, no eyebrows, MS, cancer. It don't mean nothing. Hallelujah. Give God thanks.
Praise God. Yes. Amen, sister.
I needed to hear that. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. So,
right.
Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly too, honey.
Beverly and the Queen, yes.
One boob, look, one boom, no boob, whatever. It don't matter. You can't take it with you.
You sure can't.
That's why you got to be careful while you're here and what you indulge your time in. That's why I don't care for foolishness. See, a lot of people don't know me. How I talk to you all is how I do them demons out there in them streets. I ain't got time for you.
That's what I love.
That's why people fool with me, because they know she the same all the time. I'm the same all the time.
I'm the same all the time, but I'm bad about getting my feelings hurt.
I don't put on no show when I go live. I am the same all the time.
That's the way I feel. Be real or don't be anything at all.
In the street, I'll talk crazy to you if you the nurse, you the doctor, you pushing the bags at Kroger. You get to talking crazy flip, I might look at you in action. What's your problem today? You all right? Hey, you a little sharp with me. Is there a problem? I got that right. Because I like I tell people, I put my drawers on the same way you put your drawers on. But what I'm not going to do is let you disrespect me. That's the queen.
See, that's where I was always myself. I've always been so intimidated.
No,
watching someone like you.
Intimidated. There's a time and a place. Let me make this clear. There's a time and a place. I don't say get right and fall off and flip out every time somebody do something you don't like. But choose your battles. But there comes a time when you get tired and fed up. Ain't nothing wrong with telling somebody, hell no, I ain't feeling good today. I ain't in a good damn mood. I ain't trying to be rude, but I want to hear what you're talking about because it's foolishness and I got my own damn problems.
And don't text me again.
I ain't gonna respond. Somebody responded to me the other day. I didn't even understand what it was because I ain't talked to you so long. I didn't know that you was responding to some shit that I said 3-4 weeks ago. They gonna put their name in the text. And I had to figure out why they putting their name in the text. So that let me know, oh, I deleted your name from my contacts for a reason. Say, well, I deleted you for a reason. So then you had to put your name in there, and I had to think about why your name was in the text. And I thought, oh, I responded, who is this? Because I didn't know who you was. Because obviously you ain't talking enough for me to keep your fucking name in my contacts with your number. That's how I rock.
Stop, drop, and block.
Will I block you? Hell to the yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Hey, you blocked me. Why you blocked me? I'm calling you from another number. So was I supposed to respond from the second number? You know what I told Satan? I said, I'm not going to even respond because if I blocked you from number 1, I don't need to respond with number 2. I didn't even answer. I ain't got to because I'm trying to live. Let me tell you something. That Tracy Braxton just passed away from that esophageal cancer. Well, that's what I'm scared that I could have. I'm going to say it on the live.
Oh, God, hope not.
Have you got an appointment set up?
So therefore, what the fuck somebody else got going on in the streets, I ain't concerned because I got my own problems.
Well, we will all be praying that ain't so.
She looked in the ultrasound. It's a little more growth on the left. The right, not so much because that's the side that was removed back in 2017. Okay, the nodule was removed. But this side's got a little bit of growth and they're monitoring and watching it. But when I heard that this woman passed away, it hit me some type of way because I know that when I read the symptoms of everything that I'm going through, it's those little bitty symptoms that led to what she died from. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We're going to be praying that.
Everything I'm doing is supposed to be a life-altering change as far as what I eat, drink, no coffee, you cut back on caffeine, coffee, hot foods, alcohol, lose weight, certain foods you eat. Don't lie down after eating food, just everything. I said, they want me in a cardboard box. Literally, you want me to be in the box or chew the box? Chew the box, be in the box. But that's the thing. I got problems too. So if I'm trying to, let's keep it real. I want to be friends with you. I want to like you. Hey, be concerned about me. Call me. Ask me what I'm doing. Don't call me and text me telling me what the fuck went on with you yesterday. You going through this. You have to pay out money for this because you got yourself in trouble. Well, motherfucker, I'm sick. I can have some health problems. Be concerned about me. You understand?
Amen.
Be concerned about me. Don't tell me about what you going through. Ask Angela how she doing. You need anything? Can I bring you a cup of soup?
Well, if you need a Beverly, you call me.
You want to go to the movies? You want to go out to eat? What can I do for Angela? So that's why I get hyped in my lives. That's why I'm a right fighter for the kids. I'm a right fighter for preservation of life. Why I don't take no shit, won't put up with no shit, because it took a lot to get to 51. And I'm not getting ready to bow down to nothing with 2 feet because I don't owe you and I didn't send for you.
Amen. See, you're so powerful. You in my prayers, I want you to know that. I'm claiming it's not in Jesus' name.
Yeah, it's a slow roll. What they're basically telling me is what I have to do now so it doesn't turn into the C. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. My tumor was in my neck, so I can kind of understand. Did you have to have radiation ever before?
No, they did radiation on me in the beginning before I had it removed, just so they could, when I was going through the ultrasound for the nodule. Before the nodule got removed, I had radiation.
Okay, we're all gonna be praying.
That was like in 17 before I had the nodule moved. But I can at least give a testimony to that was a very serious situation, because when I had peed in the jug, I had to pee in it all night, refrigerated, grossest thing ever. Mm-hmm. When they finally ran the test from what they saw in the pee and said, you had crystals in your urine, the specialist told me, he said, you made it here in the gist of time. And I said, what do you mean? He said, you were about to go into renal failure.
Oh my gosh.
So you see, I think back to that. When I kept having to go back to the doctor every week to keep getting blood drawn and peeing in cups, and I was getting aggravated back in 17, I think back to that. When somebody want to come to me and tell me about Queen, when somebody want to disregard Queen, when somebody don't care about Queen, I go back to 2017 and remember, could have not made it, but I did. And I did what I needed to do to preserve my life. And now I'm having flashbacks of that because of what's going on with my voice now. I don't need no aggravation, and I don't need no problems, and I ain't kissing nobody's ass.
Good for you.
And whether I'm sick today, well today, it doesn't matter. I don't need to kiss your ass if I'm a size 2 and I'm jolly.
Amen.
I do that too. I don't mean to laugh, but it's funny.
See, that's what people need to understand. Don't let it get to where you're down and sickly when you decide you want to start pushing people off and tell them, hey, the hell with you, I got my own problems. Take this advice when you're well and you're doing good and everything's great. Don't be an ass kisser, period.
Oh, I learned that because you find people will dump you like a hot potato. When they find out it's a chronic, lifelong illness, you wouldn't believe the folks that left.
When you sit here and think about all the time you waste fucking with people that don't mean you no good, wasting your time arguing and bickering, chasing folks, phone tagging, crying and moaning, chasing it behind folks. Them folks that went on and they doing their damn business. They don't give a fuck about you. That's why I tell young people mainly, you better wake up. Life is short. You're not guaranteed to see tomorrow. Don't waste your time on nobody with 2 feet that don't care nothing about you.
Amen to that. That's what I'm trying to teach my daughter.
Recently, trying to be nice, steady trying to talk to you. You ain't got time. You're too busy. You can't return phone calls. You don't want to be bothered. But I know your day coming when you're going to be down and destitute, and Queen going to be the one you're going to be looking for, trying to be up in my inbox and my messenger, and I'm going to walk on by. Don't call me.
Well, is it okay? I hope I ain't disrespecting when I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing something. I live with my 80-year-old mother, and I'll be doing something. I'll say, come on, Queen, we got this. And my mom was like, where'd you get this? I was like, you got to watch Big Ed. She's awesome. And I go put her phone and program it in. I got to be using Queen on myself, girl, because, hey.
Paula says it best. Don't stand at my deathbed when I could have needed a hug when I was well. Exactly.
Ain't that the truth?
I want bouncers at my funeral.
I'm sorry, Queen. I've been shelling out money all week last week. All because somebody decided they want to mess with my car. That's money out my pocket. That's my money. It's mine.
I might dig deeper and see if I can't get you some
money
more.
Out my pocket. And all I can get from somebody on the phone, oh, I'm sorry, and still won't even pick up the phone and call and say hello.
Well, the Lord may put it on my heart to bless you again here in a little bit, so don't be surprised, honey.
Baby, you keep your money.
No.
I'm a child of God. What I always tell people in my lives, I'm a child of God and I'm highly favored. That's why I don't worry about nothing that go on nowhere. That's why I keep trying to explain to you all about this YouTube stuff. YouTube is a means to an end. It can stop. It's as quick as it started, it can end. I try not to get riled up. There's lots of times I get a little agitated by stuff I read and hear and stuff from YouTube Q, little stupid ass comments and stuff. But what I have to tell myself is, those folks out there in YouTube land don't know you. They ain't doing shit. They ain't worried about what they talking about, because guess what? They bored and they lonely. Because anybody that can sit up and type all damn day in chats, that lets you know you ain't doing shit. I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings, but let's be truthful. There's too much going on in the world to be really chit-chatting on YouTube all damn day.
Correct.
We got folks at war right now. 3 million people are destitute without a place to sleep. That's
I got 2 missing friends in the Ukraine that's in my MS support group. There's 16,000 of us. I got 2 friends. We ain't, since their husbands stayed back to fight and went to put them on the bus. I'm sorry if I start to cry, but we ain't heard from them, and I don't know where they're at.
That's what I'm saying. There's people with real problems. This old kitty cat shit up here, all this worrying about some old goofy ass chick up in Hollerville. Fuck her. Fuck all of them. Sitting in the garage that's going live, ain't talking about nothing. Baby, there's somebody with a real problem. Somebody didn't get up this morning. Somebody had to put somebody in a casket this morning. Somebody couldn't see this morning. That's a real problem. Not no he said, she said, and talking through a fucking cell phone and a computer about some old hillbilly ass bullshit.
That lies. So sick of it.
All this shit you see up here, this ain't even really true crime, tell you the truth. It's bullshit. You don't see this shit going on with Vinnie Politan on Court TV, do you?
Never.
You understand what I'm saying?
Or ID or any of the others.
That's right. You don't see none of this going on because they wouldn't dare let you come up here jumping on no panels, talking crazy and drunker than Cooter Brown and spitting out the side of your earlobe. Nobody care about that shit y'all be talking about. We are just random people entertaining you and letting you come up here and give your comment about this and that. But in the end, this shit is bogus. And it's time for everybody to wake up. You are entertaining murderers, sadists, child molesters, abusers.
And I have no use for
I ain't trying to be all up in nobody's inbox trying to ask you nothing about what you do with your daughter, what you do with your son, where your kids at, all that old foolishness. This is real up here. These are real people missing, real people dead. And I don't think a lot of you realize that. So when you go up here entertaining people like Candace and all that, you're entertaining drama. Because that little girl is gone.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's a fact. And nobody knows where she's at. Nobody knows what happened to her.
Yeah, give a fuck
ain't
about
nobody willing to talk to say.
Andrew, Jose, Allen. I don't give a fuck about none of them. They ain't doing it for me.
They can't tell us nothing. They all need to shut up. And why
Let's
people
talk about
keep
that.
giving her a platform.
Comment here. Here go Val. Let Val speak because Val ain't spoken. I'm going to have to say something for a minute. Come on, Val. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Why you waited so long, baby?
Hi, Val. Sorry.
That's okay. No problem. I just came up for like moral support because Queen was like, hit the link. Well, I was at the gym and I was on their Wi-Fi, so it wouldn't let me hit it. I kept trying to hit it. But anyway, so I'm on the treadmill. I'm a little out of breath, so I'm here for moral support.
Where I need to be. I need to be on that treadmill with you.
Well, I started, so I can relate to everything that's been talked about. I have Graves' disease. I had it since 2012.
You had what, baby?
Graves' disease.
Yeah, I've heard about Graves' disease. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had the radioactive iodine 3 times, all that, and I had a nodule on my neck and all that, and I went through all that, and I was thinking about what you said about having like flashbacks and like knowing that I almost died 3 times, and so I had to start infusions like on the 8th of this month, and I was grateful. I'm glad that I had one. I was so grateful to be able to be getting the treatment because I also got the eye disease from it. And it's an autoimmune eye disease. Yeah. And then I got alopecia and just several different things because of it. Okay. So I
know about the stomach. I know about the stomach issues because I also have IBS. Many people don't know that.
Yeah. Well, I started infusions on the 8th and I was so grateful. And I don't know if I didn't know what I was getting into, or what, but I was just so happy to get it. And then I was so sick, I couldn't get out of bed for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. So I've just tried to come to the gym, try to take care of myself.
And you at the right place. And you at the right place. It's the gym.
Yeah.
Because that's where you need to be. It's when you're having a lot of health problems. That is the recommendation for a lot of problems is exercise.
Yeah, that and mental health, because I'm in recovery. I think I told you that before. So it also helps with my mental health. But I took this hour to myself. It's Saturday. Took this hour to myself to come up here and work out and listen to you.
You feel good, don't you?
And I feel good, yes.
Bless you, Val. Bless you.
But I'm only making it about 3 times a week, so it's not like I'm...
That's okay. Hey, 3 times is better than 0.
Amen.
Yeah, it is. It saved me for real, because I have a lot of health issues too, and I don't like to think about it because I like what she shared earlier about
it will bring you down. It will bring you down and make you worse. It will put you in a worse physical state, because everybody knows that when you start getting down, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to talk to nobody. So that will help. That will affect your autoimmune system when you start to mope and grope.
Yep, it's like heavy.
Yes, it's very heavy.
And you literally carrying a weight.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, I've been carrying this weight all day long. I ain't got no energy to do nothing else.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just trying to stay above it.
Yes.
And I also kind of had a little opinion on the pregnancy. Well, I don't have an opinion, but I can share my own stuff. So I want to have a baby. And I am 40. I'm going to be 41 in December.
Okay.
But I have a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old. He's going to be 18 in September. And, like, I had them when I was really young. So, and I was also in my addiction in active use. Mm-hmm. And it was between the doctor, my mom, and I was super codependent, so I listened to everybody else. So it was the best idea, they said, for me to get a tubal. I did, which is probably the best thing, because I was in, one bad relationship after the other. So I probably would have popped out 5.
Are you with a mate right now?
Yes, we are both in recovery. We've been together 5 years. We didn't live together for the first 2, and then we bought a house together. So we've been in it for 2 years. And we both had to make sure that we were able to live independently and all that because of codependence issues, And so we just did everything exactly right. And, like, now I want to have a baby. But I'm like, no. I mean, part of me, I wonder sometimes if part of me is because I didn't raise my own kids. Okay. That because of my addiction, my mom did raise them. And I was in active use until 6 years ago. So I've only had them back about 5. And it's like I went from all of a sudden being a mom 5 years ago to they're ready to move out. You know what I mean? So I feel like I haven't had enough time with them.
So the guy you're dating now, do you live with him? Y'all live together?
Yeah, we bought a house together. Easter will make 2 years. We have a healthy relationship. None of that stuff like you were talking about, all the draining, chaos, and fighting. Like, we communicate. We've learned all those skills.
Do you have any children with him? Do you have any children with him?
No.
You want a baby with him?
And so so that's what made me want to, you said, well, what would make people want to do that later in life and different things? Well, that's kind of like, that's my story, what made me want to. But at the same time, like, I'm also starting to accept, that this is where I'm at in life, and that I do have this. I'm grateful for the time I have with my children, and like I'm gonna be a part of their children. Maybe I'm missing.
So do you feel like you want a baby really because you didn't raise your own?
Yeah, I had to get to the bottom of that. It was more like my own guilt because once you get sober, you think, oh, I'm like reborn into a new life, And so, and it's really true because like everything is brand new, know? And so it's like, it was kind of like that, but it was also because I wanted to experience it sober. I wanted to know what it felt like to like breastfeed your baby and hold it and feel it, and just care.
What I recommend is that you talk to your better half first.
Yeah,
And you're
exactly.
banging
I will
in.
do it
Before
for
you make
you.
any decisions about bringing a baby
Yeah.
here, you want to make sure that you are sober. You want to make sure he's sober. He wants a child.
Yeah.
And I also would recommend that you two marry one another. That's just clean.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about doing, is getting married, and we actually are moving because we bought a house a couple years ago, but we don't have a lot of land, so we kind of wanted a farm, and we worked really hard. So we're gonna move. We're buying some land. We're having it surveyed, and then we are going to buy a double wide, and we're working on financial freedom because I just got my car paid off.
Okay.
But I'm also very selfish.
Okay. Well,
Like, I like my
you just
motorcycle.
make sure that you have yourself mentally, physically ready. He is also in the same place, and then go from there. Thank you, Crime.
Hey, Val, if I
But
may
still,
say, pray about it
41,
real hard.
you know? Yeah.
Pray about it, Val, and if not, you've got the opportunity to have grandbabies, and you can be just a grandma hog of them babies, because my daughter don't want no kids. And see, I wished I could have had more, but my doctor said no more after I had her. But I really, I mean, I'm not trying to dissuade you. If that's between you, your partner, your belief system, whatever. But maybe adopt a little doggy for a little while, because I know.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Because, you know, it just sort of,
just in
if you're
case
going to have grandkids.
Maybe it's not what you had anticipated, because you don't really know, because you said you hadn't really raised your kids. So you want to make sure that you can do it.
Yeah, because I'm selfish. I like to be able to take off and go to the gym and do what I want.
You're honest.
Yeah, and I just bought a motorcycle last year, so I like to go ride when I want to.
So that ain't gonna happen with a baby.
Mary J. Blige. They just talked to her on somebody's in the queue. A lady has something about Mary J. Blige, and she said the reason why they have kids is because I like to go where I want to go, and I don't want to be obligated to nobody. So she's honest. She was honest.
Yeah.
My sister ain't got no kids. She said that. She was too selfish.
Yeah. But you can't just up and go. You have people that do it, but they also either leaving their kids alone or they got somebody keeping their kids.
Yeah. And I don't know that, you know, so it's a huge decision for me. But I would have to go through a tubal reversal, which I had scheduled. And then I found out.
You had the tubal ligation. Okay.
Yeah, so I had that scheduled, and then I found out that I had to take these infusions, and you can't get pregnant for a year, and you have to take them for 6 months. So there you go. I don't know if I want to do it at 42, you know. But thanks for letting me come out.
Think about all what has been told to you as far as your health and condition, your mental, physical, also your partner, because he has to say, and also your sobriety, his sobriety, financial, because right now things are going up, so you have to also count that, what it's going to cost to have a child and pay for child care expenses, and also the fact that you admit that you are selfish.
Yeah, I am.
All of that.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Self-awareness is awesome, though.
Huh?
Self-awareness, being self-aware about yourself like that's awesome. I commend you on that. And that shows how much you've grown in your walk. I mean, in your sobriety. I mean, I applaud you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I worked really hard because.
Yes, but you're in a good place. Because
it's a rough life out there.
That wasn't a place. That's not a place for any human. Drug addiction, alcoholism. It's not a place for nobody.
Right, exactly.
Can't have a full life chasing the devil.
Yeah, and I wasted. Like, it's really hard.
Yes, you can't
wake
get that
up
time
and
back.
you realize you can't get it back.
Can't get it back. And that's what I tell people about foolishness. Foolishness comes in many ways and forms. You can't get the time back. And that's what people need to realize about living. When you indulge in foolish behavior, foolish people, foolish circumstances, that is a time you cannot get back. I don't care if you argue with somebody for 20 minutes today. You can't get the 20 minutes back.
Yeah, and you will grieve that. You will regret that. It might not be in that moment, but you eventually it'll catch up and you will grieve that. That's what I had to do.
Well, I'm proud of you, Val.
But thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad you're on. I know it gets rough sometimes, but you're doing a great job.
I wasn't gonna even go out this evening. I told I was gonna stay in and enjoy my Roku TV, but I don't know. I might step out for the evening. I just I just ain't trying to burn no gas. I ain't trying to burn no damn gas to give up no more.
Yeah, I know. That's what, I got a motorcycle,
That
so I'm
gas is
good for a
high, honey.
minute.
Gas is too high to be riding up and down the highway. Just be riding. I like to go out, but I don't want to just give up all my good gas. It costs to drive now.
Yep. Yep. I don't want to either. But your hair looks really good like that. I
Thank
like the
you.
short
I
hair.
thought I'd dial up for Beverly. Beverly wanted to come on.
Oh, she
Yeah,
looked
mine's
beautiful
really.
too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and I
Thank
love
you, pal.
Botox.
Huh?
I love Botox. I said I love Botox, so I need to hear what you said about that. It really don't
Botox.
matter. It's too expensive.
Well,
Yeah.
you might get a deal. They might need your money. You might get a
Yeah.
deal somewhere.
Yeah, no. I like Botox and lip injections, so I've had to
Lip
research. Do I
injections.
really want to
Girl,
spend
you
my
better
money
shut
on
up.
that?
Well, I got
Yeah.
some lips. I just need some wrinkles
You
around
got
here when
lips.
I get no sleep. Yeah, I don't get enough sleep, so that's why I got all this puffiness going around here and up here. I might eventually need my eyes pulled back.
You got great
Look, I didn't have a
feeling.
top lip. I didn't have a top
Girl,
lip
that's
until I got
foundation, girl.
lip injection.
Thank you.
All right,
You
thank
do
you.
look
Bye.
good. You got good skin, Queen.
Thank you. Girl, please. Girl, I got scars and everything from where I picked.
Me too. I got a cross and I pick my hair out because when I get anxious.
Stop. Oh, Painted Black, don't tell me that. Painted Black, this picture, is this of you or your daughter?
That's me, honey, and the real me, and it ain't shade off. I would take it, but I got a blanket on my head in my hospital. And show me on camera. It really is me.
That's so funny. Okay.
My daughter always says, as long as I get your genes, I'm like, girl, think about what you're saying. My genes, you don't want my genes? I had breast cancer, Hodgkin's, MS. She's like, no, just your skin genes.
Okay, Outlaw. I need to grab me some grub too. So anything else you want to say?
I'm getting off. No, ma'am. Thank you for letting me come up. And know you're going to be in my prayers.
Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. God bless
And
you.
know you're going to be in my prayers. I'm serious.
Yes, pray for me because I want to.
I will.
I don't know if it's the thyroid medicine because that is one of the side effects of the thyroid medicine is that your voice gets hoarse because I did read that months ago. So I don't know if it's because of the thyroid medicine or I'm having a problem. So they're going to monitor me. And I guess I'll go back in 2 more months or so to get my levels checked. And if another ultrasound needs to be rendered, then I get another one.
Good. I didn't know you'd have the thyroid too. I had to, but I didn't want to bring. When she said it one day right after my treatment,
My queen got everything.
I had
aches and
I
pain,
had Graves'
thyroid,
disease,
everything.
and now I got Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune, and it's almost like it's the hypothyroidism, but it's caused by an autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
But I had Graves from, I had cancer when I was 16, my Hodgkin's, and then when I was 18 is when I found out I had Graves' disease.
Okay.
And girl, I got bug eyes because Barbara Bush had it. You know, I got where I sleep with my pillows up so high.
Side effects, yeah. Somebody famous had that, and that might have been I want to say Missy Elliott or somebody else. I can't remember because her eyes was bulging out at one time, and that was one of the side effects. Yes, I heard about that.
Well, blessed evenings to you, and thank you for letting me come up. And please know I'm not whining. I just wanted to.
Let's pray about it. That's okay. This was an open discussion about many topics. But there is one topic I do want to discuss. I'm mad crime jumped off, but I wanted to discuss what was said in this commentary between Ernie and Candace about the dildos. I never knew that somebody threw dildos in her trash or her house. So who was on her property to put dildos on her property or in her trash? That's very strange.
Can I give a guess? It was this wild, crazy blonde lady that took herself down to Tennessee. She's a creator. I don't want to say her name.
God.
That would sound something trashy like she'd do. I'm sorry, but it is trashy.
So that means she spent y'all good YouTube money and donations on dildos.
Girl, I don't support that hag.
Allegedly.
No, follow her. No. I get that from clip channels. Burnt toast, if I can say that.
You watch Burnt Toast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go in the queue and check out some of her commentary. She has some interesting things. I think I watched her briefly yesterday. That's an interesting logo she has of that guy saying those things about her. I thought, who is this guy? I watched it a couple weeks ago. I said, well, you always got a hater. You always got somebody got something negative to say about you. That's just what they do up here. Instead of people minding their own business and worrying about their own channel, they all over in your Kool-Aid, worrying about what you do, how you look, what you ate. You sip from a cup. You put a hot tamale in your mouth. I do what the hell I want to do. I'm grown. Like I tell folks, you don't pay no bills over here at this address. You could never pay for nothing. I won't. No way. You can't put me where I want to be. All you can do is what you're doing is yapping at the jaws. I don't mean nothing. Talk is cheap. As we say in the street, move something. Move something.
All of them. All of them. They missed me with all of their bull crap. Period.
But that's why you know that a lot of these people that sit up here and act like they all that, they're really street people. That's what a lot of you fans ain't figured out. That a lot of the YouTubers are street people. They indulge in the bullshit because they just like the people they talking about. They cut from
y'all was just blessed with males to drag
from the same cloth, ratchet.
I just remembered it was Jesse. You were going on about Jesse Smollett. That was what I was on the other night.
Oh
when
yeah,
I need to do another. She told me to put my. She told me to put my earbuds in.
Because I need to do a video on the appeal. What do people think is going to happen? Will he win the appeal and it be a mute point after, you know, when they do the appeal?
Crazy. So let me get off here so you can have your night. Like I said, you're in my place. Love you.
Queen,
love you, Beverly, Queen, Angie. I love all three of you. Good night, everybody, and thanks for in chat for listening to me.
Bye, baby. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, Ramisha. Thank you for the donation. God bless all of you. Well, as you see, this was an open discussion. Ask Beverly. This is a new addition added to Everyday Shenanigans where you can ask questions if I decide I want to answer. Ask me about something personal or commentary that I've discussed, such as the vast amount of topics I've brought to this network. Because Lord knows we have talked about everything under the sun. But it is what it is. And Donna, what you talking about? Nothing, probably. Thank you, TZ. Thank you so much. I'm at 2 hours and 22 minutes. I'm going to end it here because I don't want to go on any longer. Queen needs to get her something to eat. Get me something. But I thank you all for following the content. I will be back with a Crime Vault story. It's going to be a story pertaining to a man that left his child in a hot car. That's something I would like to talk about in my Crime Vault. And I thank you all so much. Thank you, T. I'm going to get out so I can get me something to eat. I got some things I need to get at the store. And it's getting late, 7 o'clock. But thank you all. As you know, we set our clocks back last week. It is now spring forward. Tomorrow is the first day of spring, Sunday, the 20th. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Hope you find something interesting to do with your time this weekend. If you see somebody, give them a compliment. Give them a hug. Somebody you haven't talked to in a while, give them a phone call. Now, I don't know if they're going to hang up on you or not, but just say hello. Don't text. Texting is uncouth. Some of you, I know, a lot of you who've had landlines most of your life, you got a cell phone, you got beside yourself, want to text all the damn time. Queen, not a texter. I don't really care for texting because it's not really talking. Kind of like what y'all do in the chat. It's the same thing to me. I don't really care for all that texting. I think you should. Okay, good night, Donald. I think you should call a person. They're on your mind. Call them. They don't answer. Then send a text and say, well, I was just calling to say hello. I was thinking about you. You were on my mind. That's what you do. Calling is more proficient. Don't be a texter. Because texting can get misconstrued. And then you're now arguing about something that you didn't mean because somebody misunderstood what you said. Thank you, Vampy. Thank you all for the love and support. God bless. I love you. Ask Beverly. She'll be back. Thank you so much. Everyday Shenanigans. Happy weekend, everybody.